Oh, it's been a tough day today.
Most families live in houses, but we live in a double-decker bus.
We're a family of 7, living life a little differently.
This is 7 in a bus.
Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Purple Turd and all the kids. It's all happening today, but I've got a complaint. Nicole decided last week that she was going to go through our clothes. Well, she bagged it and chucked it in my cupboard, so I couldn't get in my cupboard. So first job today is to go through this charity shop pile, to send to charity shop, a bin pile.
Bin pile.
Oh, get you on the camera.
Bin pile. I think it would just be charity shop and then stuff we're keeping.
Okay, charity shop and stuff we're keeping. So that's first job. And while the girls are doing this, because I've just binned a lot of it, we're going to crack on with the turd. Get your chisel and do the next one.
It's hard to get it under.
Yeah, you hit it, I'll hold it. Go on and get the keep going. So Summer's getting on really well with the tiles, she's got most of them up, but she's now on the bit which is where it connects to the outdoor trim. Now the step does need a repair, so I don't want to take that off, so I'm going to use the angle grinder to cut the tile loose from the trim so she can do that. Luna, bless her, she's down here hoovering. I'll show you quickly. Look. Getting all the bits off the floor, aren't you, Luna? What are you doing?
I'm hoovering.
Hoovering! Going then.
So I finished the clothes. That took me a lot longer than I expected it to. So I have bagged up about 10 bags to take to the charity shop. And then I'll put the rest of them away. So yeah, that took me a lot longer. It's amazing how many clothes a family of 7 accumulates in such a short period of time. So I think we're at a bit of a standstill with the purple bus at the minute. We're really struggling as to where to go from here. We keep finding the fact that it's not watertight. We have a bit of bad weather and it starts leaking again. So we're at a bit of a standstill, I think. Conrad's a bit deflated because we have put our heart and soul into this bus and it really tests us to the point where I think sometimes it's like, is it worth it? But we definitely need to move into a bigger bus because the green bus just is bursting at the seams with the amount of stuff that we've got. So Phoebe has now taken over and trying to get the floor tiles off. They're becoming a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, because it's very tight space.
Summer's just sat chilling. We've got a deflated Conrad because we don't know where to start. See what I mean about...
You do something and you're 6 steps back. That's been sealed 3 times now. It's been dry for weeks and then it rains in different directions and it leaks it.
Which is not good when we're planning on living in it. Oh. So that's where we're at today, isn't it?
A few moments later.
I'll be honest. Today just hasn't been a good day. We've had one of those days where not much has been done. We've really struggled. We're struggling with how big of the project that Purple Turd is. And it's starting to get to us a little bit. So, yeah. It's just not been a productive day today at all. Obviously you saw us do the cupboard. We've tidied up a bit. We've flat chiselled away at some floor tiles. That's about it. Nothing productive, nothing worthwhile. We've been like scratching our heads a little bit. I think we're both really deflated. So obviously living and breathing the bus, you don't really get away from what's going wrong. It's great to celebrate those things that are going right, but we never really talk about the things that are going wrong. So let me start. This is a long list and it's not inclusive. So I'll probably say stuff that's probably
not extensive to the problems that we're having. So let me start from the top. The windows are leaking. The original bus windows are leaking. The windows that we've taken out are leaking. So we've boarded, obviously you've seen the walls covering the windows upstairs and downstairs, and we've come in today and they've leaked. The windows have leaked. I don't really know what's going off there. So the ones downstairs have obviously got the sheet metal. We've gunked them and sealed them from the inside, the outside, 3 or 4 times now. So I actually don't know where the water's coming in from. It's like the water changes direction and we are back to square one. Same with upstairs. Windows that we thought weren't leaking have now just started to leak. And obviously, being stationary outside and doing the bus build outside, we get to work out all of these teething issues with water. Because once we're on the road, we're gonna get those leaks. Like the green bus leaks every now and again. But it's just so frustrating knowing that we've put all of that time and effort and they've just started leaking again. When we think that they're not leaking, they then start. So if anyone's got any advice for that, that would be great. Then we've got a massive hole in the floor downstairs where we've taken the spare tyre out. It's got quite raised metal. We need to figure out how to cut it and pull it back so that we can cover that up with whatever it is that needs covering up. So that we can get rid of that. Then obviously we've got the mechanical work. Getting underneath it, getting someone to finding somewhere that we can actually take it and lifting it up and doing all the work that needs to be done under there. Let me think what else that needs to be done. Oh, there's loads. I'd made a note. So I went back, looked at my notes to find out what else we needed help with. So we've got the media walls upstairs. Can't figure out how to box those in or anything, so we would need some help with that. Then we've got building the sofa for downstairs. We could get a bog standard sofa, but it's not deep enough and we wouldn't have enough space to get on and off, so we want to put that building. And the same for the girls' seating area upstairs. We need to vinyl the windows. We've obviously got Vinyl Destination that come out and do that, which is great. I hope I've got the name right. If not, Conrad's going to put the correct people in that. But yeah, I just feel like we're a little bit of at a standstill. I feel like we're pushing ourselves to our own capabilities. As you can see, Phoebe's sat behind me eating her dinner while I'm on here rambling. So I think now's the time that we need to ask for help. So I am going to ask you for help because Conrad won't ask you for help because he's too proud. So if anyone's got anything that they can offer, any expertise, drop us an email. I will leave our email address in the comment section below or in the description, whatever it's called. Anything that what we've said in this video that you can actually help with would be fab. Obviously we're not expecting people to give us their time for free. So yeah, if anyone's got anything that they can help us with, please reach out and we would absolutely be really, really grateful, because we're starting to stress, starting to panic that is this project just too much for us and our family, which I don't really want it to be. It's been a year and a bit of our life so far. Yeah, things have changed. We've now got ED, so we've got to add another person into the bus, but I feel like we're at the point now where we've done as much as what we can do. So yeah, as you can tell, it's just a bit it's been a tough day today. I don't know whether it's the weather and it's cold, or whether it's January, or it's just after Christmas, but it's really starting to take its toll. And yeah, mentally it's starting to be quite of a strain on us as a family. Because in the summer you've got longer days, and even those small wins feel massive. But in the winter you haven't got as much time, and you feel like you're trying to cram everything into that day of 4 hours where you're getting a bit of sunlight. So you're trying to do those big jobs. You're trying to constantly do those big jobs that the small jobs don't feel like you're getting anywhere like it does in the summer. Obviously, with the green bus, we did the majority of that over the summer and we moved in winter. But yeah, I thought I need to share with you the raw and the realisticness of building a bus in winter in the UK. It's rubbish. It's cold. It's constantly cold. There's no solar. So yeah, like I've said, it's been a really, really rubbish day. This isn't a cry for help. This is just more of a, can you help? Not like a cry. We're not going to stop doing it. We just need everybody's help. So if you can help, please do. So we're still here. We're still going to be building, and tomorrow is a new day. So yeah, this was just a little video to show you where we are at. Trying to not be a bit and still be a bit uplifted about it, but yeah, days like today happen more often than not at the minute. But if you've got this far and you think you can help, any advice would be welcome in the comments, or if you would like to offer some help, please do send us an email. But most of all, please like and subscribe, because that helps, gives us a bit of motivation as well when you do interact with us. It makes it feel like what we're doing is actually benefiting other people, or if you do actually just like watching us as a family. But you know where we are, and you'll find us on the next one.